Hello everyone, welcome back to another deck tech. As you can see today, this one is not a Magic the Gathering deck tech nor a Yu-Gi-Oh deck tech. It is a new TCG that I recently got into because you know me, I like card games of all types, whether they're TCGs, poker, or like a mixture of card games, I like them all. As you can see, this is a Kalgara deck. It is a yellow Kalgara with 5 life that reads Dawn times 1. When attacking, play up to 1 Shandian Warrior type character card from your hand with a cost equal to or less than the number of Dawn cards on your field. If you do, add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand. So, long story short, I'm going to cheat things out for not paying for them, except I'm paying with it with my life. So, you know how that works. So, if I have 5 life and I play something on turn, let's say 6, since I have 6 Dawn and one of them will be attached to him when I attack, I can play something that costs 6 or less from my hand onto the battlefield. And if it's a Shandian Warrior, like it reads, I lose a life, which sounds bad, but there's ways to replenish it or do good things. So, starting off with the Shandian Warriors in the deck, you'll be running, or at least I'll be running, I have 4 of the 6-drop 8,000 power Kalgaras. These are just vanilla Kalgaras that get on the field and are just big and powerful and trying to hit and swing next turn. Very simple, nothing really going on there. Next up, we have another Kalgara running 4 of the 6,000 5-cost Kalgaras that read, your turn. When a card is removed from your or your opponent's life cards, draw 1 card. Then you cannot draw cards using your own effects during this turn. This one's really good because I found out that, let's say you have Kalgara out, he has a Dawn attached to him, and you attack. So let's say he has that Dawn attached, right? You activate his ability. Wow, look at that. I have 5 Dawn. I'm going to cheat out the Kalgara, which the second ability of the leader Kalgara, or like the second half of it, if you do, add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand. Which means, since a life card is being removed from my life points, or like my life cards, I get to draw 1 card. It's a very nice way to kind of like replenish your hand even more. So not only are you getting a resource from your life, but you're getting another resource from the deck. Very simple. Very much enjoy it. Next up, we have what I like to call the wiper package. You know, the windshield wipers. I'm going to be running 2 of the 5-drop 7,000 power wiper. He reads, on play, you may place 1 stage with a cost of 1 at the bottom of the owner's deck. Now, I originally thought this was mine because it does say you may place 1 stage, but it does not say like 1 stage you control or 1 stage on your side of the battlefield. So long story short, if there's a stage with 1 cost on it, I can put that at the bottom of the deck, look at the top 5 cards of my deck, reveal up to 1 upper yard or Shandian Warrior card, then add it to my hand, then place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. Long story short, it's nice to like cheat him out. 7,000 power, he's a bigger body, forcing them to at least play 2 cards to counter him. If not, no, usually 2 cards to counter him. Plus, if I have the any kind of one cost stage, or if my enemy has it, get to look at the top 5 cards. It's always nice to kind of like just kind of see what's coming next. Even if I whiff, put them all to the bottom, it's fine. Next up is the 2K counter, 6 cost, 7,000 power wiper. He is very vanilla. He's just 7,000 power. I usually use him for a 2K, but if he's on the field or if I need someone with a lot of power, I go to him. Very simple, nothing too much really to explain there. Next up is the last of the windshield wiper package. It's another 4 2K wipers. This one reads, on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 upper yard, add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order and play up to 1 upper yard from your hand. Now, he is a 2K counter, and I like to keep him in my hand, but it is nice to kind of just look for an upper yard, which for some of you don't know, let me grab that real quick for you just so you know what it is. I run 4 of these in the deck, but I'm only showing you 1, obviously, so you don't have to just read all of them. But upper yard reads, for 1, on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Sky Island type card and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom in your deck in any order. So long story short, if I play this, if I see any of these guys on here, as long as they say like Sky Island in their text there, or like their categories or their typing, I guess, because I play Magic, so I use the wrong terminology, I get to add them to my hand. If not, I just get to shuffle 5 cards away that won't have that good a synergy. Next up, we're going to have some cards that aren't Shandian Warriors, but still work very well in the deck. The The first one on the list is going to be one that works very well with Kalgara if you have seen the series of One Piece. If not, spoilers ahead. Just skip past this next card. I will be playing 4 of the 5 cost, 6,000 power Mont Blanc Noland. Now, on play, if your leader has the Shandian Warrior type and you have a Kalgara card, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. This is a nice way to replenish yourself from playing stuff. So let's say, for example, you do the thing I said earlier where you play Kalgara, he comes out, or you do 1 Dawn, 2 Kalgara attack, you play a Kalgara, lose a life. Well, guess what? Now that you cheated him out and he's 6, that means you still have 5 unused Dawn. So you just rest those 5, play him, and now that you have your leader constantly on the field, which is a Shandian Warrior, if you can't see that, hold on, Shandian Warrior, and you can control a Kalgara, he will then put a card from the top of your library to your life, replenishing it. It's a nice little combo. Replenishes the life that you needed because you played him out early, and that's okay. But moving forward, a lot of these are, from my understanding, since I'm still new to the One Piece TCG, a lot of people tell me these are the more meta things you want to put in yellow decks. I am running 4 of the 2K counter Frankies that cost 4, 5,000 power. The main reason I'm running him is because of his 2K counter, but also because of his trigger. Now, what it does for trigger is draw 1 card, then if you have 1 or less life cards, play this card, which in this deck I'm going to usually have roughly around less than 2 life cards because I keep cheating stuff out to play it. But I get to just draw a card and then play him if I have 1 or less life, which usually 9 times out of 10 that I've used it, get to play him for free. It's very fun. He's a big body. Really enjoy him. Next up, I am running 3 of the 2K Zeuses, 2,000 power, 2 Dawn. On play, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 5 or less. So not only is he a 2K, but boom, you on play, you can just KO something with 5 or less for 2 Dawn, which is crazy to me. He's a really good card. You might ask, why am I not playing 4 of him? It's just because I have a lot of 2Ks and I have, I just feel like the deck is very nice where it is now. I can always add more Zeuses or at least 1 more of him because I think I might. Next up is a card I didn't think would work well here, but I have thoroughly enjoyed, and a lot of people tell me to put in yellow decks because he's really good. I have a 5-drop, 7,000 power, Portgas the Ace. On play, if I have 2 or less life cards, he gains Rush, which means he can attack right away. So not only do I get to play him 5 with 7,000 power, if I have 2 or less life cards, which in this deck I will, he gains Rush, which means he can attack immediately. Once again, he has that magic 7,000 power, which a lot of the times you usually want to play 2 cards that try to counter it unless you have abilities or effects that can lower my attack or up your attack. Next up are just in here because I like his abilities. I can easily switch this card out with no questions asked. It is Charlotte Cracker, 4 Dawn, 5,000 power, Dawn 1. If you have less life cards than your opponent, this character gains double attack and 1,000 power. 9 times out of 10, I will have less life than my opponent unless they're playing another yellow deck against me. But he also has the trigger ability. You may trash 1 card from your hand and then play this card. It's very nice to get either him on the field and people get scared because for 1 Dawn, if I have less life than you, he's going to get 2,000 power off of it and double attack. Or trigger. Just hard 1 card from my hand and then get to play him for free. Next up, we're going to be going to our event cards, which I really enjoy these a lot. A lot of synergy with them. I will be running 4 of the Earth Will Not Lose. Now, what this card does is a nice counter for 1 Dawn. If your leader has the Shandian Warrior type, which it does, up to one of your leader or character cards gains 3,000 power during this battle, then play up to 1 upper yard from your hand. The reason I really enjoy this card is because whenever I play it, I usually try to keep an upper yard in my hand, just so it'd be like, oh, guess what? He has plus 3,000 power, and I get to look at the top 5 of my deck and grab more stuff. It's very nice to do that. Then its trigger reads, draw 2 cards and trash 1 from your hand. Very nice way to cycle out cards I might not want. Get the draw 2, discard 1, always nice. Next up, we're running 2 copies of Will Ring the Bell Waiting for You. This is a newer card that recently came out that I was really excited for because I purchased a bunch of cards for Kalgara, and then when these got released, I was really excited for it. It is a 3 Dawn. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Now, this is during your main, I should say that. Reveal up to 2, or a total of up to 2 Shandian War type character cards or Mont Blanc Nolan and add them to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Trigger, draw 1 card. Reason I have this is because the other stuff looks for Sky Island or Shandian Warriors. This is really just here to look for the Nolans. And it's only 2 because, like I said, it's not the biggest thing if I don't have Nolan because I have a lot of power on the board usually. But I'm okay with getting it. Its trigger is draw 1 card, and I'm all right with that too, getting another card. Up next, we have 2 of probably the prettiest cards I own in this deck. 2 El Thors. They are 1 Don, counter. Up to one of your leaders or character cards gains 2,000 power during this battle. Then if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, that card gains an additional 2,000 power during this battle, which total of 4,000 power if my opponent has 2 or less life cards, which usually they do because I'm hitting for a lot. Trigger, K up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to or less than the number of opponent's life cards. That really doesn't come up that much because it's just kind of there, and I'm like, eh. And it's very rare for the El Thor to be in my life cards, but it's never 0, if that makes sense, because there's always a chance for it. Last but not least is another really cool card that I just really like that it fits anything Sky Island. You could say it's one of those staples. It is 0 cost, you're the one who should disappear. It is a counter that says you may trash 1 card from your hand. Up to one of your leader or character cards gains 3,000 power during this battle. So in order to play this, you have to trash a card from your hand. Its trigger reads, if you have 0 life cards, you may add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards, then trash 1 card from your hand. So long story short, you're going to lose a card when you use this, whether it's for its 0 cost or use it for the trigger. But I still like it either way because there is one game I got to play. Now this was online, not IRL yet. I want to play his deck IRL eventually. But there was a time where this was my last card. I flipped it, went sick, discard a card, put a life on. Now I'm like, now you still got to try to attack me. But with all that being said, that is my Kalgara deck. And as you can see, it's the pretty leader. I recently got him. I'm very excited to play him in real life or on webcam or whatever very soon. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.